Istanbul will always play a part, a very, very important part. People coming from the east, people coming from the west, they all meet comfortably in Istanbul.
Peninsula has long been regarded as being a very important company to bridge between East and West. And nowhere is that clearer than in Istanbul. We had been looking for a site in Istanbul for some time, but we were very lucky to have been introduced to the Doge Group, who have a range of hospitality and other businesses already. And eventually we had an opportunity to build on a location which is not only on the Bosphorus, but close to the old town. And this was the area where the old cruise terminal was.
For nearly 1,000 years, this site served as a port. During the Genoese period, Byzantine period, and Ottoman Empire. And in 70s, only the passenger port part remains, which we still have the same function here as of today.
The whole area was being redeveloped into a mixed-use complex with restaurants and shops right along the water's edge.
We were so mesmerized to see that location because we had 3 amazing buildings to work with, and then we were able to build a 4th modern building. So Clement and I decided to pursue this suggestion.
The Peninsula Istanbul sits on the Bosphorus overlooking the Golden Horn in the center of Istanbul. It has 4 buildings, 3 of them heritage dating from 1910 through to 1937, and the new building which houses the ballroom.
Building a peninsula is not about building a hotel. Building a peninsula is building an artwork. It requires a huge amount of attention to detail. This is by far, from an engineering standpoint, the most difficult. These heritage buildings are not easy to design for. We've always had to look at more creative designs, and we also want to give to Istanbul a product that they have not seen, a product that they will be proud of.
The joint venture ownership had put in place a project management team. There was an enormous sense of pride in the local people in wanting to execute something that met our expectations. It was very easy to build teamwork. It was very easy to build dedication to a single purpose.
Quite a challenge because it's really 4 buildings with different histories. It's going to link different times, different centuries in one spot, basing the design on the local culture, slight tradition, but yet with a global appeal and a contemporary feel.
We looked at some of the existing materials, some of the stonework that eventually we knew we were going to either have to reuse, and to be frank, from a design standpoint, we would want to do that because there is so many great architectural and design elements in these buildings. It would be a travesty for us to ignore them.
Tile restoration was a predominant part of our restoration works. Especially in Building 3, we restored about 6,000 tiles. They were all, of course, restored by hand, by craftsmen.
In the lobby, the fountain was collected from site. The pieces were renovated by the specialists and then restored at the lobby area when the site was ready.
What we wanted to achieve was we wanted to take the existing glasswork in the building and reinterpret it in a way that also married with the existing architecture. We found an artist by the name of Kerem Kılıçarslan, and what he's done is he was able to create something that was the perfect combination and marriage for what Peninsula as a brand was looking for, but also respect the wishes of the Restoration Board.
Our landscape architect Enzo Enea had this idea where the gardens should not be separate from the city.
So with the different trees and the different heights, we are able to control the climate outside and feel like being in a Mediterranean fairy tale.
The peninsula is known to invest in original artworks, and in that way, of course, they are also contributing into the local art world. I could say that 95% of the artworks are by Turkish artists. It's such a wonderful opportunity to reflect the art and culture of the Turkish people. It would be like, in a way, walking through a museum, walking through a gallery.
How Peninsula approached us was quite interesting because we understood that they want to keep a hint of the culture, a feeling of it in a very high quality level. And if Peninsula was a fashion brand, how would I position it? So I wanted to create a feeling that would present the soul of the city in a way, but it represents the future, so that you would wish to wear them and you would be happy to wear them and you would be proud to wear them every day.
When I was first shown that roof, I was quite speechless, because to me that's like the best view in Istanbul and maybe one of the finest views in the world. To be asked that we can do a restaurant there was very special. We were very fortunate to find Turkey's leading chef, which is Fatih Tutak, and he helped us develop a concept that sort of Silk Road from east to west all the way to Hong Kong, and here we have this Turkish restaurant serving Peking duck.
Inspired by the captivating flavors of the Silk Road, I want Galata to be a pioneer, a revolutionary restaurant, our immersive celebration of Turkish cuisine, innovative cocktails, and luxury entertainment offerings, and creates a vibrant atmosphere that transports guests on a journey of the senses. It's a more than a restaurant, it's going to be a game changer in the restaurant industry, local and internationally, to be a place when you come to Istanbul.
What we would like to be known for in the Peninsula brand is quality over quantity. We want each hotel to make a significant presence and therefore to be known as potentially one of the best hotels in the world. The significance of Peninsula Istanbul is that not only is it in a very strategic location, but the hotel itself is exceptional. We have built the gardens and the grounds around it, which are magnificent. And so therefore, I believe this hotel is a true global destination.
Having seen this hotel open, you can really very quickly begin to feel the soul and the rebirth of this heritage area. Apart from a stunningly physically beautiful property, the service levels, the dedication, and the true attention to detail can be felt throughout every touch point that hopefully a guest experiences.
I think Peninsula Istanbul is the new meeting point of the city. With all this incredible work in it, is bringing a whole new story and new life to the area.
Like with any of our hotels, we really hope that over time, the Peninsula Istanbul will become an integral part of the DNA of Istanbul, because we can only be successful if the local community starts loving that hotel.
The peninsula has always catered to an international clientele. We have a presence, of course, where we started here in Asia and then subsequently in Europe. And to join Europe and Asia, what better point of contact than Istanbul?